Maybe we can go up here for just about 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's gotta be faster. I'm just signing.
Yeah, well, about 3 minutes. 3, 5.
Nice. That's wonderful. I love it. I'm here now.
Your reputation precedes yourself.
Yes, it does. It does.
But now all the technicalities have been overcome and you are here.
They wanted me back. What can I say?
That's terrific. And what do you think that the Suicide Girls aims to do in pop culture or in mainstream media? What's the purpose?
Make girls like us the thing that's hot. Like, we've been really looked over, and we actually have brains, and we're doing this because we like it. We're not doing this for other people. We're doing this because this is what feels good to us. And I think people respect that.
Okay, explain to me what girls like us means, please.
Girls that are below the radar, girls from subcultures.
Okay. Now, would you say that this transcends into the type of music you listen to?
Yeah, definitely. Girls that don't follow like a standard beauty idea. Like, we're not tanned, we're not blonde. I mean, and that's fine if that's how they want to look, but as long as if that's how they want to look. If it's not how they think they should look.
Okay, and I noticed, would you have one tattoo on your back and a pierced tongue? And
I have lots of tattoos. I have one on my back, my wrist, my elbow deep.
Okay,
Shit.
what does the elbow say, please?
Elbow deep.
Oh, that's a joke. That's a good.
And I've got mud flap girls, and I've got stocking seams up the back of my legs. I've got hussy inside my lip.
Can we see that? Show the camera. Look at that, hussy. Now, is that? Let me ask you this: the hussy is that the projection of an image, or is that a legitimate fact? Because you seem like a very respectable young lady to me.
I got kicked off the tour for a reason. I mean.
Oh, that's true. Well, there you go. That's got to be kind of notorious to be kicked off a Suicide Girls tour.
I'm the president of the Hussy Club.
Okay, I understand.
If I'm the president.
Well, maybe I could be an outstanding member. There's a lot of humor on this show. Now, beyond, do you want to stick as a Suicide Girl for the immediate future, or do you see something, is there something else you'd like to get into at some point, or what?
I love being a Suicide Girl. I'm going to be one as long as possible, but if other opportunities come along, like right now there's this tour, and who knows what's going to come out of doing this tour, but I love Suicide Girls, and I feel like it's an awesome site to be a part of, and it's a movement now. Like, it really is, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Well, it seems like you had 250 people in here. I don't know for sure. When the tour came through Providence in February, there's about 150, 200 people, so that says quite a bit.
Yeah, no, it does. It's getting huge. There's a book out now. There's a book.
I did see the book. It's selling for $20. It looks pretty nice.
It's worth it, and you get our signatures. Oh, shoot.
Well, I mean, you've been on the Mike Messier Show now, and how does that feel, to be on Mike Messier?
I've reached the pinnacle of success.
Right. It can only go down from there, believe me. I am Mike Messier, and that's how I feel.
God.
Wow. Wow, I'll kiss you back. Wow, I got kissed by a real-life girl, the first time ever on this program. Thank you very much. It makes me feel very good. It makes me feel like this long, arduous day of which I got kicked out of a play. Me and my friend Chris, we've had a long, arduous day, and you kissing me on the cheek has made all this crap in my life worth it. I want to thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there anything, I'm going to give you a forum now. I'm going to speak to all of Rhode Island. This is a very popular show now. It's getting a cult following. It's becoming more and more popular. Do you have anything you want to say about your life, about politics, any statements? You want to be like Nostradamus and predict something for the future? Stormy, Suicide, this is your moment to speak to Rhode Island.
This is way too much pressure for me. All I want to do is go sign things.
Okay, I'm going to let you go. You're a very busy woman. I appreciate your hard work, especially as an AC/DC fan myself. When I heard that song, I really felt good. Maybe next time you can do a little Hell's Bells.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Little Lover or Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
That's my cell phone ringer for all the Suicide Girls, actually.
That's awesome. That's terrific. All right, I want to give you a big hug.
Okay.
This is a class lady. Mike Messier Show has had Skid Row. We've had the Suicide Girls in the past. We've had the Sandman, the professional wrestler. But never have we had such a nice young woman as Stormy. We've been waiting for you on the Mike Messier Show for 4 months, and I think this is well worth the wait. Thank you very much.
Thank you, baby.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, that was great. That is only the first of many interviews that we're going to have this evening. You see, Mike Messier digs deep beneath the crap that is Rhode Island, escaping through the tunnels of 95 North to 93 North to come to Cambridge, Mass., where people appreciate skin and flesh and rock and roll. And now we're going to see if we can find Misty Suicide, the founder of this organization. We're going to see if we can talk to some of the members of the band, Bloom, and we're going to see if we can talk to more Suicide Girls themselves. So this has been an exciting night. Chris Miller's on camera. Mike Messier is speaking to you. And no other public access show in Rhode Island or probably in the world busts their ass to entertain you fuckers like I do. So just remember that as you roll your eyes in the back of your head and go to sleep tonight. Hey, you guys want to do a little interview for my public access show? We covered the Suicide Girls tonight. So we're trying to interview some of the fans, get the reaction. You guys seem like you had a good time. That's cool, sir. All right.
They could be suicide.
I'll be right with you.
They should be suicide girls.
They could be Suicide Girls.
They should be suicide girls. But
Yeah.
they're just like hanging out, checking out the scene, and having a good time, right?
Where are you guys from?
Well, I'm a member of the site. I'm from Boston.
Cool.
My name is Phil. That's Alejandro. He's from
I am from Moscow, and I am
expand the global.
a member of Suicide Girls.
Yeah, we're gonna expand the global suicide girl market to South America.
You two ladies, are you members? Are you just fans?
I'm members.
We're members.
Like photograph members? Or
No, we like
enjoy?
pay money to look at naked girls.
We pay.
Did you
We
think
suck.
that in person it was good as in photography?
I think it's better.
Better?
Well, yeah, in photography, just because we couldn't really see. This was a horrible venue, so.
Well, if you live in Rhode Island, you get to see the Mike Messier show. I had a pretty good shot.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it in Northampton. Like last time it came around, it was better there, and it was good. But this venue sucked horribly. But
You think the venue you did not like as much as Northampton?
yeah.
Couldn't see as well. You couldn't see it all. Like we couldn't see most of the time, so.
So we have a split decision, folks. Some people feel let down, but it's not because of the girls themselves. It's because of the venue. Very interesting.
The girls were great. The venue was horrible.
We need more Katie though. More Katie.
Which one was Katie? Refresh
Not
me.
here. That's why we need more Katie and more Shira. She's here, but she didn't. I don't know. We need more Shira.
All right. So these women are very critical and very particular, and that's how I like my women. All right. Thank you very much. I'm Mike Messier. This is Mike Messier Show. This has been Chris Miller, and thank you once again. Any last words?
No,
All right,
that's
good.
it. Thanks.
Thank you. We're gonna talk to this guy, brother.
Great.
And how did you enjoy the show this evening?
It was awesome. Front row seat.
Now it seems to me like you got a little chocolatey. How did that take place?
Well, their last number, they squirt chocolate and whipped cream all over the crowd.
And is this some type of fantasy come true? For me, it would be as well.
It's excellent. I mean, I'm a member of the website, but the venue gives such a depth and such an energy to the girls. It's really awesome.
Now, do you have a particular favorite or one or two favorite Suicide Girls?
Flux and Adia.
Now, were they in the show tonight?
Adia was one of the stagehands, but Flux isn't here.
Now, were you able to speak to them in person to tell them how you feel about them?
Absolutely. They're always very approachable. This is my second time at the Burlesque show, and they're always really there to like talk to their fans as well.
Now, as a veteran of the Suicide Girl Burlesque shows, could you compare and contrast? Was the first time you saw it with a different cast, or this is with the new cast? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the first cast was really classic, like a lot of the sort of superstars of the show, of the site, were in the first cast, but the choreography's gotten better, the numbers have gotten better, and the interactivity is still great.
And it seems the music is a bit more modern. I, as an old man myself, kind of liked the older music, but this music was more Marilyn Manson and so forth.
Yeah, Nixon was great doing the Marilyn Manson number. That was really awesome.
All right, I want to thank you very much. If you have anything to say to the people of Rhode Island, now is your opportunity. It can be about yourself, it can be about the show, politics, government, sports, anything you want to say to Rhode Island. I'll give you about 30 seconds on the mic.
Well, as far as the Suicide Girls site goes, it's a great web community. It goes beyond the demure, beyond the erotic. It's a great venue for anybody who wants to explore the alternative lifestyles, explore modern culture. It's a really excellent demographic of our society today. Hail Eris, all hail Discordia.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I want to thank you for your time and your effort. And you have a good shower tonight. You're going to need it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
All right, bro. Take it easy. talking to the people, the masses, the people with their thoughts, their input, everyone wanting to be heard. Mike Messier was on the side of the stage witnessing what appeared to be some type of a psychological encounter between either a suicide girl herself or a suicide girl hopeful, not one of the ladies in the show, but someone associated somehow with the site, and one of the staff of this program, of this establishment. And that's the type of intensity that happens when people get intense, when they're trying to get a good view of something, where there's a packed house, then you could have potential flare-ups. But luckily, the situation was diffused. Mike Messier with my video camera, I think a lot of people treated me with respect. Hopefully Chris was also treated with respect. Right now the Suicide Girls themselves are signing autographs. I just saw the lead singer of the band Bloom, which has been previously on my show. I think we're going to do a little chit-chat with them. I'll see a cute young lady over there who's also a girl on the show. And I think we're going to walk with Chris. We'll do a little walking and talking, as they say. Do you want to say something to the Mike Messier Show audience?
Sure. What kind of audience do you have?
My show is on at 3 o'clock in the morning and on midnight on Saturday. So it's insomniacs, people who are bumbling and stumbling in the door.
People I know.
Exactly. So if you have anything to say about the show, about your life, you and your friend here can speak up.
This is Kim.
Hey,
Hello, Kim. How you doing tonight?
pretty good.
And what's your name, sir?
Patrick.
Hey, Patrick. How are you?
What's your favorite episode of Aqua Team Hunger Force?
What did you just ask me?
Aqua Team Hunger Force.
I don't even think I know what that is.
On Adult Swim, Cartoon Central.
I'm not a fan. I've seen it a little bit.
What's your favorite cartoon?
Presently, as far as favorite cartoon, beyond Chris Miller, this guy right here makes crappy cartoons on his website.
But you want to plug them anyways.
Exactly. I'd say The Simpsons. The Simpsons is a classic. Beyond that, The Jetsons, The Flintstones, that type of deal. Also, I'm a cartoonist. I do shtick, man. You haven't heard of it, but it's coming out soon.
Kind of like Crazy Noodle Boy?
I've never heard of that. It's basically about...
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac?
No, I don't. I'm out of the loop.
John Vasquez? Do you know Invader Zim?
This man is exposing me as the pop cultural moron that I am. But let's get back to the point at hand. The Suicide Girls, what did you think?
Absolutely, positively amazing. I think I'm going to go home right now and actually pay the $6.95 and become a member.
It's actually only $4, which is good. And what was your favorite song number tonight?
Favorite song number? I'm thinking maybe the AC/DC, or maybe even the early rendition of an old song was the one was the teacher and had the two girls.
Yes.
That was amazing.
That was quite outstanding. Kim, I want to ask you, as a female, as a woman, as a pretty young lady, what do you think the Suicide Girls do for you in your life?
They represent real girls. I mean, most girls that pose naked are fake, and they're alternative pretty girls.
Okay, that's a very fair answer. And it seems like you got some nice autographs. Is that correct?
Yep, I did.
And Kim, what do you do with your life? You're a college student, I would assume.
Yep,
Do you want to tell us what you're studying?
communications.
That's very good. As you can see, Mike Messier, who was actually kicked out of the communications department of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro in 1993 for falling asleep during a class. Look how far I've come. Not very far at all. Kim, do you have any other thoughts, comments, suggestions perhaps for the Suicide Girls show, or even for the Mike Messier show?
What channel are you guys on?
Suicide girls are hot.
Thank you very much, Kim. That's been very informative. Right now, people are making their conversations. People are talking to each other. People are enjoying the wonderment of it all. The after party, if it would. The 15 minutes or so before a bouncer starts screaming, "Get the hell out of here," which is very familiar to me in my life, Kim. We see this young man, Patrick, drawing a devilish picture. I am looking for the next interviewee.
What channel is your show on? If I'm in Mass, what channel would I get it on?
You wouldn't actually. Unfortunately, the Mike Messier show right now is only in Rhode Island on channel 18 Saturday at night in Providence and Kent County. 3 o'clock in the morning on channel 13.
Could you send me a copy of it?
That could probably be arranged. I'll give you a business card, and why don't you drop me a line.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a show.
Thanks.
I'm on it a little bit.
You'll have your moment of glory, Patrick.
Oh, 15 minutes of fame, right in Rhode
That's
Island,
right. Here you go, buddy.
All right, definitely.
Patrick has been a nice guy. Seems like this show brings out the best in people.
It's a quality show. It's underground show. It's real personal. It's people coming out and actually understanding, like, in the people, in the now. It's not some media trying to give you the fed thing that they think makes the most money off the youth. This is what real people, real youth come to see nowadays. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask you, Patrick, I got to ask you this. You say it's underground, but when this place is packed, almost a sellout, when you're popular, does that mean you're no longer underground? Have you crossed over to the mainstream? And if so, is that necessarily a bad thing?
I don't know if crossing over to the mainstream is the wrong thing. It kind of determines on how the person handles it. Like, for example, look at the band Sparta.
Right.
They actually recorded 2 albums that are absolutely positively amazing, and because their fan base was building too much that they were getting noticed by major record labels and MTV, they broke up and formed a new band. And it was like, they actually made the right decision because they kept their true fans. You have people that are kind of like, Deadheads are really dedicated.
Right.
But these people are real fans, real youth, real people into the hardcore scene, under the underground. This is something where it's like youth.
Hey. Leave Kim alone, Chris. Chris is like a wind-up toy. He's been wound. All right, Patrick, I want to thank you for your insightful thoughts on pop culture, mainstream, underground, everything you said, very articulately stated. Seems like you're a man on the cusp of the edge of the brink. So right now we're going to move on. And
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, Patrick, and thank you, Kim, very much. I appreciate your thoughts. Thanks, guys.
Hope it works out.
Thanks. Okay, that thing on record, Chris? Okay, here we are with 2 Suicide Girls that were not in the show, but they were in the audience, actually on the side area with me. This is Mike Messier, this is the Mike Messier Show. Chris Miller is our, he does my animations, and he's the cameraman tonight. What's your name, please?
Bailey.
Hi, Bailey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks. And what's your name?
I'm Fallacy.
And we met earlier, so good to see you again. What did you think about the show tonight? Starting with Fallacy, then we'll get to you.
I thought it was amazing. It was a lot more performing than I expected. I think they're really talented. I was amazed by the hula hooping, and I feel like worthless because I don't have any special talents, but I'm going to try, and hopefully in the future I'll be in one show.
That sounds like a worthy goal. And what about yourself?
I was very impressed with the show. I think it was a lot better than the last show. It seems like they put a lot more attention and detail into it, and I was very impressed, and I like boobs, so that was good too.
Great. Now, both of you are on the website, is that correct?
Yes.
And what inspired you to get on the website, if I could ask that?
For me, it was a challenge because I had never been seen as a sexual female before. I had always been seen as one of the guys. And so about 2.5 years ago, I decided to see if it was something I could actually do, if I could actually get naked in front of somebody taking pictures of me. And since then, it's been a whole lot of fun. I've done some crazy sets, and every set I do is different and unique, and I have a lot of fun playing the different characters.
Are you based out of Boston or somewhere else?
Yes, I born and raised Boston.
Oh, very good. And what about yourself? What inspired you to go on the site?
Well, I had never actually heard about it before. I had a friend that knew Scarlett, and I went to look on the site, and I saw that it was very tasteful. So I applied, and Missy liked it, and it's kind of like a reassurance thing because I have a 2-year-old son, and after you have a child, you kind of feel like you've just gone downhill. So as soon as I got accepted, I was like, wow. I was like, okay, I guess I still do look good. So it makes me feel good about myself. So.
No, you both look terrific, actually, and that's surprising. You don't look like you're a mom. If that makes any sense. You don't look old enough.
Which is a really horrible, horrible term, but that's what I'm referred to as.
I think that's a mother I want to be friends with. Is that correct?
Sure.
All right. Let me ask you guys this. Are you from Boston as well?
I live in Worcester.
Worcester.
Yes.
All right. What do you ladies think is the point of all this? I mean, everyone has a good time. Everyone seems to have a lot of pretty ladies. I am here to tape it. Obviously, I condone it and enjoy it. Chris enjoys it. But where does this take us as a society? Where do we get moved to?
I think this is all about the girls, and it's all about the fact that none of these girls are conventional, fake-titted, blonde hair, Playboy spread kind of girls. Like, we all have unique personalities, and most of them are expressed through our bodies, whether it be tattoos or piercings or the hairstyle or the makeup that we choose. We express ourselves differently than most girls do. We don't need to say, like, oh, I've always wanted to be on Playboy because I love Hugh Hefner. It's all about just us empowering ourselves and being like, you know what, we can be sexual even though we're covered in ink or we have pierced nipples or whatever it is.
I want to exploit that question a little bit. I want to step into it, as they say in the business, whatever the fuck I'm talking about. These tattoos, I have several tattoos myself, but let's talk about you. This is your moment. Okay. If you don't mind, Chris, if you could get a close-up. I don't know if you have good lighting. If not, maybe check out these tattoos. First of all, if you want to tell us a little bit about some of them and what they mean to you.
Well, it's really interesting because I was a psychology major in high school or in college, and I feel that everybody always wants to know the deeper meaning behind my tattoos. And honestly, I just have always loved tattoos, and I've always found it as a really great way to express yourself. There's really no deeper meaning behind them. It's designs that I liked and things that I have no problem putting on my body. To tell you the truth, I don't really even notice them all that much anymore. I know a lot of I know a lot of people that will go shopping and find clothes to show off their tattoos, and that's nothing that I do. It's just, wow, this is here, and whether I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt or a short sleeve shirt, they're here and they're part of me, and I just accept them for what they are, and I love them, and they're me.
Are you right-handed?
No, I'm actually left-handed.
Because I found it interesting that your right arm is covered in tattoos, and this one is much more nude. And myself, my left arm is mostly tattooed, and my left ankle is, and my right is not, and I'm left-handed. But I guess my theory is thrown out the window like so much yesterday's trash. Now, what does POP mean, if I could ask?
These are my mother and father tattoos. I call my father Pop, and I call my mom Mum because she's from England, and so those are my matching mother and father tattoos. And I got these done in the summer, and I gave my parents pictures of them for Christmas, and they hang them on their walls, and they love them as much as they possibly can for the fact that I'm the black sheep of the family with tons of tattoos. But my parents accept me, and they love them, and they're very grateful that I took the time to put themselves onto my body, as well as my brothers and my sister. So.
And where did you get them?
I get my tattoos done by Grez, who is now at Redemption Tattoo in Boston. I won't let anybody else touch me. Grez is a fucking genius and should be adored by everyone.
Now the popularity of these young ladies is incredible. Getting their pictures taken, getting talked to by people. This is excitement personified. This is the Mike Messier Show. Saturday nights at midnight, 3 o'clock in the morning. I have another young woman has just approached. Hi, how are you? Do you want to introduce yourself to the Mike Messier Show?
Should I use my internet persona or not?
That would be terrific.
Okay, I'm Civ Suicide, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I love the old way.
And Chris is trying to get off the wagon. Chris is trying to get off the wagon or get it back on it. He hasn't decided yet.
Would you like mid-wagon drop?
You're witness, and this is my cameraman. This is the type of thing that the Mike Messier Show provides. Do you have any thoughts, any statements that you want to share with the Mike Messier Show audience? This is Rhode Island, the whole state of Rhode Island show. Rhode Island, a very liberal state, so speak freely.
I went to school in Rhode Island, and it was very nice. But I have to say, I've never seen the show, but that's my fault. And that's my problem as a person.
You look like a Brown University graduate to me.
I so am, and that's a good call on your part. But,
I know, she told me earlier. Do you have anything you want to say to students currently going to Brown that might be feeling the angst or the sadness or the Ivy League, the crucifix of education? Do you have anything that you want to say to them to lift them?
I do, actually. Art history degree in English, unemployed. Take that to your grave.
Right. I'm an English major. I'm qualified to be broke and homeless.
That's right.
Now, you're on the site. Have you found many other Ivy Leaguers on the site?
Not to my knowledge, actually. I might be an anomaly. I don't know. Maybe not, but you know.
Now, you seem like a very well.
I realized that I had to be naked on the internet, so that's that.
What was it like to pose nude? That's something I haven't asked the other girls actually in about 10 interviews. What's it like to actually disrobe and show someone your body and have those pictures posted? What's that feeling?
I'm sure you want to hear like, you know, freeing or empowering, but I'd say chilly. Chilly. That's about it.
Civ is the fucking shit.
I am the fucking shit, and that's not from Brown. That's from life.
Now, is that SID, Sid?
That's S-I-V, as in rhyme. It's sort of a homonym with the soup strainer.
Oh, okay.
Civ.
Cool. Now, Civ, let me ask you this.
He's got sensitive nipples.
I do not have sensitive nipples.
Good to know.
Let me ask you about your tattoos on your collarbone.
Yes.
I've never seen anything quite like that. They look like keys. Are they keys to your heart?
They're actually monogrammed keys. Aubrey Beardsley, who wrote Salome, did sort of these monogrammed keys for his writer friends, and it's actually me and my boyfriend. If we want to be really, you know, cute about it, it is.
Did your boyfriend come tonight, Civ?
He didn't. He went to the last tour, and he sort of is afraid of nudity. So he
Shut up.
Okay.
Stop talking, cameraman.
Seen and not heard. And he pretty much stood there and like stared at his shoes the whole time. So he didn't want to come this time. So
okay.
Her boyfriend's afraid of nudity.
It's true.
So
sort of Amish, but actually French Canadian.
For an Amish person, I'm with you there.
Now, what is it like? Have you two been friends before, or are you meeting each other tonight through the show?
We met on the interweb.
We met through the site, but we've been friends for a couple months now. When I moved out to Western Mass, I sought her out as a friend because I have no friends. So, yeah,
now we each have one friend we can share.
We're the best of friends.
I think Mike Messier needs some new friends. I think my friendships in Rhode Island, Civ, you can be witness to this sadness right now. The best part about Mike Messier show is Mike Messier bitching and complaining about how much he hates Rhode Island. Civ, did you experience?
Okay, this is P.S. This is not my hand. Not my hand.
That's her hand.
Camera.
Look at that mannish hand. I don't have man hands.
Let the woman speak. Let the woman speak.
I do not have man hands, for the record. That's all.
Civ, you're a very young lady. You've taken this abuse from this drunken cameraman who she's not grabbing anything. All right, get a hold of yourself, and not in that way.
I was getting a hold of myself.
Civ, you are a very nice young lady. And what do you want to do with your life?
I would like to be paid to be famous.
Is acting something that you want to do?
You know, I feel like if it weren't for Lindsay Lohan, it can't be far off.
I'm getting distracted. You know? I apologize.
No, please.
I apologize.
Talk to us some more.
I'm glad you're back.
What would you like me to say?
What do you think that your life is going to be like now that Suicide Girls is a part of it? How is this going to change your life for the better?
Suicide Girls has been a part of my life for 2.5 years. I've been a member. I was actually girl number like 30 something, and now there's like 300 and something. So Suicide Girls has been a part of my life for a while, and I don't really think of myself as a Suicide Girl. I think of myself as me with Suicide Girls as part of my life. But I love it. It's a great way to meet people on the internet, to maybe, you know, make some friends or whatnot. I've met some really great people who have become the best of my friends through the site. But I mean, I don't see myself as Bailey, the Suicide Girl. You know, I see myself as me with Suicide Girls as something
Bailey
I do.
the person.
I am Bailey the person. I'm a person, not a naked girl on the internet.
And Chris Miller, have you ever had a friend who's such a quality? This guy, let me just say, is a great cartoonist, a great pal. Recently made the opening titles to the Mike Messier Show,
Sense of humor,
which includes, But look at him. This is what alcohol does to a terrific young man.
This is going to be some great Photoshop because he's
fixation.
Right, he's holding the camera so steady with his alcoholic hand. You know, I really look forward to seeing this. I need to go get some more alcohol.
Bailey, you've been terrific.
It was great to talk to you. I'm sorry that I don't. Yeah, we need to go.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Civ. Chris Miller scaring the Suicide Girls, upsetting them. That is what you call, in layman's terms, the suicide block. Thanks to Chris Miller and his drunkenness, upsetting the Suicide Girls. Mike Messier about to get phone numbers, about to exchange things. This young man helping Chris Miller earlier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mike Messier is flustered. We gonna hang out, or?
I was hoping. Or is there any... What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just with you.
Lipstick all over.
Dude, you're scaring them off, dude. You're like, oh, I'm drunk. Oh, touch his nipples. Calm down, dude.
Ah, leave me alone!
That's what
I don't have a pen.
Do you need a pen dance?
I don't know if it's gonna work, but you know what? You can sit right next to me.
That's like this.
It's spinning like a pig.
It's gonna be like a scarification.
Sorry.
It's alright. I'll forgive you. It doesn't hurt that bad. Do it. Give me your hand.
Try.
Give me my hand, but I know it work. It's gotta hurt. There you go. It stings. No, it's good.
Sure, here you go, Bailey.
Oh, really? The hockey player?
I'm distantly related, supposedly, but I've never met him.
Supposedly, really?
Yeah, supposedly, but I've never met the guy. I wish. I think I'll.
Someday. Look at your family tree.
I'm more into like film and acting. I used to go to hockey as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, are you a fan?
I'm not into sports all that much.
Cool. That's awesome. I've been covering the burlesque for the Mike Messier Show. Do you want to do an interview?
Okay, I have to pee really bad, but if you want to do it real quick.
That's fine. Could we go over to the bar just because there's a lot of clutter over here? Thanks. Come on, buddy. Yeah, we'll go by the water fountain. Just don't get yourself wet. Yeah. Okay, we're on record, Chris?
Yep.
This is Mike Messier. This is Mike Messier Show. This is the second time that the ladies of the burlesque have been on the show, and now it's a whole new cast. First of all, if I could ask, it's only been 4 months since I've seen the last show in Providence, and now it's a whole new show, whole new cast. How did that happen so quickly?
We have a quick turnaround. The girls came out to audition for the second tour. The first tour was mostly all Portland girls, and so we wanted to open it up to the girls all over the country that had seen this first show and wanted to be a part of the second one. So we had an open casting call in Los Angeles, and they came out and they lived at SGHQ for a month and worked with the choreographer and put together this new amazing show.
This show, if I can compare and contrast, seems to be of a higher energy, more girls. I think there's 7 girls or 8 girls in this show, as opposed to, what was it, 5 or 6 last time? Yeah. What brought about these artistic changes?
Well, we listened to the members' reviews of the last show and tried to make improvements where they saw that there was room for improvement. So we really wanted to make an amazing show that everybody could be proud of and really be into.
Now, Missy, you've been featured on HBO's Real Sex a couple of years ago. Just out of curiosity, my own little thoughts. When I watched that HBO Real Sex episode with you guys on it, I see you, but I don't see any of the girls from that sequence or that 20-minute piece in the burlesque shows. Now, are they still involved, or do these girls move on to other things?
No, I mean, Reagan is still, she was in it, and she's definitely part of the site. Katie is still working for the company. She still works as, she answers all of the help requests every single day. Erin still does all the Photoshop. I think Nixon came out for that, and she was in the burlesque show. So they're definitely still a huge part of the site. And Bettina is in Canada, and I hope to come see her in Victoria soon.
Now, you're listed as the owner of that site, is that correct?
Yeah, owner and founder.
Cool. Now, the last time the girls were on the show, they were talking about a guy named Sean. Was that a partner of yours at some point, or did you buy him out?
No, he's my partner. He's still my partner in it. He takes care of all of the things that I can't or don't want to take care of.
Well, it seems like you've got a massive undertaking now. I mean, you've got a website which has, I mean, this website must have so much, I'm not a computer master, but memory or gigs or whatever it is, because it's a huge, huge, huge site.
Yeah, Olivia, who's also one of the models on the site, is the programmer, and she's amazingly talented. She works harder and faster than a whole team of programmers in India could. She's amazing. And so I'm very lucky to have found not only a great model, but a great programmer as well.
Now, Chris and I, we are filmmakers. Mike Messier is a playwright. Chris Miller is a cartoonist. We're collaborating now on an animation piece called Blasphemer. I know that there is a reality tour movie going on right now with the Suicide Girls tour. Is that correct?
The first tour had a camera crew following them.
But not this tour?
No.
Well, wouldn't Chris Miller and Mike Messier be a good team? But beyond that, what about a narrative fiction film starring the Suicide Girls? Is that something that would be of interest to the company and to the promotion of the Suicide Girls?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting offers all the time we've relocated to Los Angeles recently, and we're getting, people pitching us different things all the time, and we're entertaining offers, but it has to be the right thing that really makes sense and that our members and models can be proud to be part of instead of being embarrassed by. So.
Well, you want to keep the integrity, you want to keep the mission of the group intact. What would you say? I talked to some of the other ladies earlier and got their opinions, but you, as one of the key bricks of this organization, what are your thoughts? What is the mission? What is the goal? What is the purpose? What is the agenda of the Suicide Girls and yourself?
The goal is to show that confident, sexy women, real women, are far more interesting and more appealing than any cover model that is surgically enhanced, fake tanned, blonde, that there is beauty outside of Baywatch, and that people should be accepted for being who they are and for expressing their individuality and their sexuality.
Well, Missy Suicide, right now I'm going to give you an open forum. This show is broadcast 6 hours in the state of Rhode Island, believe it or not. Just recently adding a new program. I now have 2 programs. And is there anything you want to say to the people that watch the Mike Messier Show? Insomniacs, it's a late night program, people who enjoy this show. The last time I had the Suicide Girls on, I had a very strong reaction. People call the public access station and complain about the nudity or the near nudity. But a man actually called me at my very home, and my phone number is not listed on the show, so he took the time to look my number up in the phone book, believe it or not, and call me at home to tell me that he enjoyed the show. And so specifically, I believe the lady's name was Siren or Snow was on the last tour.
Yeah. They were both on the last tour.
I think it was Siren was the girl, the redhead with the blonde wig.
She has dark hair, Snow has short hair.
Yeah, I think it was Siren.
Siren. Yeah, I guess, the question?
The question was, I got a little sidetracked. Do you have anything to say specifically to the people of Rhode Island? I don't know if you've ever been to the state yourself.
I went to college in Vermont, so.
Okay. Rhode Island is a college town. It's a liberal state. We have a homosexual mayor right now. But there's also a lot of old school type people, a lot of tough type of people, or people that think they're tough. Do you have anything you want to say to these people about the Suicide Girls, or about living life, or about politics? Anything? I'll just give you an open mic.
Thank you. Women's bodies are beautiful, and women should be able to express their sexuality and their sensuality and talk openly about it just as men do. And I think that the female form is a beautiful thing that shouldn't be censored. I think that a woman should be confident and comfortable with her body, and I think that a lot of problems in the world would end if all women were confident and comfortable with their bodies.
Okay, Missy Suicide, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to let you go. You've been a very good interview. I like your thoughts. I like your statements. And I just want to say thanks once again. Thanks for putting on a terrific show, both here tonight at the Middle East, here in Cambridge, Mass., very college-y type of place, and also in Providence, Rhode Island 4 months ago, which was also covered by Mike Messier Show. And thank you very much. We appreciate it. And travel safe. and have a great time.
Thank you. Thank you for interviewing us. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. How you holding up? Cool. How's our light, buddy? Cool. All right, we'll get over here maybe. Like a little bit of spotlight. Okay, I think we're gonna do one more interview with Reagan prominently tonight. As a matter of fact, I was trying to keep square in my head, but it seems like you were in quite a bit of the numbers.
I was in 3 or 4, I think.
Yep. What made you become a Suicide Girl, Reagan?
I've seen it around and decided it's something I wanted to be a part of, so I gave it a go.
And what were you doing in your life, or what do you continue to do in your life beyond being a Suicide Girl?
Right now I'm doing this tour, so this is pretty much all I'm doing.
This is pretty much it.
That's it.
And is being a Suicide Girl like a dream come true, or is it a lot of hard work, or somewhere in between?
I wouldn't say it's a dream come true. It's like something I just did for fun, and it ended up being something more.
That's cool.
So I'm fortunate.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. And where do you hail from?
New York.
Okay, so you've gone from New York, and then did you relocate to LA to Portland for the house, or did you go direct? Okay. So what was that like to move into the house?
It was weird, but it was fun. I like hanging out with all the girls and everything. It's like a really long, excruciating slumber party or something.
Something I'm not familiar with, unfortunately. Now, Reagan, what's it like to live in LA? This is the East Coast audience, a Rhode Island audience. I don't know if you've ever been to Rhode Island, but a lot of people don't leave their neighborhood at all, like ever, their whole life. People in Rhode Island tend not to travel very much. So you've gone from New York to LA, and here you are on a national tour going from every city, that you can think of. What's it like?
LA is not that fun unless you have a car or something. Parking's horrible, but I don't know how Rhode Island is. But, yeah, lots of fun.
Rhode Island, you can park just about anywhere you want, but why would you want to be anywhere in Rhode Island? All right, Reagan, let's talk about this outfit. This is your street outfit. This is like your normal clothes, right?
Yeah.
But even this has a sense of regalia, a sense of costume-ship. Boy Scouts of America, obviously, you're an attractive young woman, in no sense a little boy at all. So why dress yourself in this interesting Boy Scout uniform? It's a very interesting choice.
Why did I? Well, the Boy Scout I got it off of, he's not around anymore.
Yeah.
So I decided I'd flare it.
Nice. It is, and what about the belt? The belt is very prominent and large.
The belt.
Yeah,
talk to the belt. I don't know, I like bugs, and I like the scorpion, and I got the belt.
It's a very nice scorpion. Chris, I think, is getting a nice zoom shot. And you're a Spider-Man fan. I see that Spider-Man sticker on your shoe.
My shoes? They're just Band-Aids. I didn't know what to do with them.
Let me ask you something. Right now, visibly on your arms, I don't see any tattoos. You do have the one, what do you call that? Is that a septum nose ring?
Mm-hmm. It's a septum ring.
Are you tattooed as well?
I have robots.
Do you want to show them to our audience? Or? Okay, here we go, Chris. Very, very nice. Very interesting robot. Tattoo color, I normally don't see a lot of red and yellow. There you see one of Mike's tattoos. Yeah, thanks. This is another one. Yeah, it's both. Thanks. What was it like to get your first tattoo? This is kind of a simple question, but I never asked another Suicide Girl this. When you got your first tattoo, explain to us that situation.
The situation of getting my first tattoo. Well, I was 18 and I got little stars.
Cool. Little stars.
Stars. Little stars. I just got them because I wanted a tattoo. I want to know what it feels like.
Okay. And how explain the pain, so to speak?
It's not more of a pain. It's like a burning
Right.
more than a pain.
My own experience, I would say that only my ankle tattoo was very painful and made me cry like a baby. But the other tattoos on the arms, very fleshy areas, doesn't feel so bad. What do you think?
I'm sure the arms wouldn't hurt that bad at all, except for maybe like right there or something.
Right.
This hurt a lot.
Yeah, it does. Like that's close to your rib cage.
It is my rib cage.
Yes, that is your rib cage. How do this? Now, this is not to be, this is not the Richard Simmons show, but obviously tonight the women that you saw are in tip-top, excellent condition. Now, traveling in tour buses, coming to different cities, eating. I don't know what you guys eat if you have to eat on the run. How do you guys stay in such terrific shape?
I was thinking something witty. I don't know. We don't do anything. I have no idea.
Are you blessed with high metabolism? Blessed with good genes?
Yeah, we eat a lot of bacon.
Eat a lot of bacon. Sort of like a Atkins type of diet. Reagan, this show, about 1 million or 500,000 people have access to my show. I don't know how many people watch show because with public access you never know. But Reagan, if there's anything you can say to the people of Rhode Island, have you ever been to Rhode Island?
Never been to Rhode Island.
Well, maybe you can. You have an open invitation as me, the unofficial good guy of Rhode Island, to come to Rhode Island anytime you want and do whatever you want with full clemency. But Reagan, what would you say to the people of Rhode Island if you could say anything at all about anything?
Move. Go out. It's very little. There's bigger things.
That's a good point. So Rhode Island, Reagan has had a message to you. She says move. But Mike Messier says stay and tape the Mike Messier Show. If you're going to move, at least keep one of your relatives here taping the Mike Messier Show on a weekly basis.
Yeah. Yes. Mike Messier Show. Maybe you should move on from public access so that they move and your show moves with them.
Well, Mike Messier, myself, not to speak about myself, but I have been a rejected semifinalist for an HBO pilot, which still angers me. Chris Miller, my friend, and myself tonight came here to Cambridge to meet with Showtime people about their new show, and that was canceled. So you're looking at a man who's been through a lot, Reagan. I've been through a lot. Do you have any words of sympathy or encouragement for me, specifically me?
I'm sorry. I don't know. Screw HBO.
Exactly. Screw HBO.
They have Sex in the City. Not so fun.
And it got canceled, or it ended.
It sucked.
You think so? Now, this is an interesting topic. Most women like the show. Why do you not like it?
It's the same episode all the time. We love HBO, just not Sex in the City. I wasn't a Sex in the City fan.
Reagan, let me ask you about this. You have 7 beautiful young women on the road.
Yes.
Is there any disputes, catfights, too many girls in the oven type of thing that could happen? Is it too many girls at once? Talk to me.
We just have fights about lighters and scissors. Not enough of them.
Okay, and combs and whatnot, but it seems like on stage you have great chemistry. I was impressed because the last time I saw this show, there's only about 6 girls. Now there's 7 girls, is that correct? And you're all new.
You gotta pack it up. Pack it up. Pack it up.
Well, Reagan, it's been a pleasure. You have really impressed us. Missy Suicide, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best of wishes.
See you later.
Yep. Keep travel safe.
Bye.
Don't get into any trouble. Reagan, pure delightful entertainment. Once again, Mike Messier closing the fucking house. The Suicide Girls have left. All they've left is a stage full of chocolate syrup. Stage full of chocolate syrup and broken dreams. And Mike Messier bringing you people in Rhode Island the best in entertainment. Why would you leave your house? Why would you leave Rhode Island when Mike Messier lives your life for you and you live vicariously through me, Rhode Island? Chris, if you want to get a tape.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, it was really nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Travel safe. Thanks a lot. Great job. There they go. Off, fighting another day. Chris capturing them, trying to get himself invited. Chris. Where's my box? Oh, that's Chris. Oh, I'll grab the box.
Chris Domereg, your boyfriend's down here.
I gotta get my bag. Picking up my bag. Chris Miller not even being talked to, getting in trouble. Me, Mike Messier, pulling up my pants with my hand. Bring it in, Chris. Come on in, buddy. Chris Miller doing an excellent job. Bring in the camera, buddy. It's time to pack it up. Thanks, buddy. This is Mike Messier's show. Mike Messier's Midnight Saturday. Mike Messier's Late Night High. We're closing up. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. God damn it.